Hello everyone. My name is Alex Lazaris, and I am so excited to be here with you today. I already see a bunch of lightning bolts in chat. That's awesome. I like this. This is a new thing we're going to do. Lightning bolts in chat before we start. Very, very pumped. Anyways, if you don't know who I am, I'm Alex Lazaris. I run a design studio called We Are Lazaris. You can check out our website at wearelazaris.com. Did I say my agency's name is We Are Lazaris? False. The agency's name is Lazaris. I'm just getting caught up on our URL. My bad. But without further ado, what's up, chat? I see Umacorn, Keys, Clever, Idra, Robert, Ray. What's up? How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday. I'm so excited to be back with y'all. We're doing Design Blitz. So today, which means we've got 1 hour, and we're going to go rapid fire. So I'm going to try within an hour to make a logo, some color palette stuff, and some collateral. And maybe at the end, if we have time, maybe we'll get into Express. But it's an hour. I like to make this stuff with chat. I'm going to show you how to make some logos. I'm going to pair it with some type. We're not going to get into like all typesetting and stuff, but whatever. If you have questions along the way, please let me know, or ideas. I love to hear it. I love to incorporate your feedback. Yeah, just come hang out. Frank, what's up? How y'all doing? Ray says, just in, jumped into a live feed. Welcome, welcome. If you are wondering where chat is, come on over to Behance, be.net/Adobe Live. That's where I'm going to be reading all your comments, questions, feedbacks, concerns, all that good stuff. So come on over, hang out with us. I'm pumped. All right, let's do this. So first of all, I just want to do a shout out. We're going to be using some stuff from Pangram today. I'll pull this over. Pangram, it's a type foundry. They have some really, really cool stuff. Go check out their font starter kit. If you're like a new midweight, even senior designers, check it out. They've got a really great deal. It's like you could do, look over here, a little on the right side of the screen. There's a one-time payment. You don't have to do the yearly subscription if you don't want, but for like 34 bucks, you get a bunch of different type and some mock-ups that we're going to be playing with today. So I'm really, really excited to be hanging out with y'all. The ones I'll be working with today will be some Photoshop stuff, but I'll also show you how to use mockup generation within Adobe Illustrator as well. So I just want to shout out Pangram. Their work is awesome. They've got a really cool shop as well for like merchandise and swag and some other stuff. So just wanted to give them a shout out as we're going to be doing some stuff with their type and things. But just to start, I'm going to start with a brand new fresh Illustrator document. Can you smell the paper, the fresh paper ready to go? All right. So if you just saw what I did, this is your artboard. It doesn't matter what artboard size we're going to be working on today. You can do it here. What I do is Command-Shift-H, so I have a brand new gigantic canvas that we're going to work on. It's not actually a canvas, it's just a white blank background. I like to go in like the top left of my screen, like over here, and that's where I like to start doing my new design and then start to incorporate it. All right, so without further ado, ooh, Carol says, vectors. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're doing vectors. All right, so today I was kind of thinking, all right, how do we knock out a whole brand within an hour? The last design blitz we did was like sectioned off into like 5 episodes, I think. And we did like one day was a logo, one day was like color scheme and collateral. The next one was like, maybe it was color and its secondary elements on the second stream. Third one was like collateral. And the fourth one was like brand guidelines. We're gonna try to do all of that in one stream. It's not a real client this time, so we can be a little bit more rough with it. So we can start with just like looking at some of the Pangram typefaces if you want. PP, just like any of these. We're just going to zoom in, make them bigger. All their stuff is like abbreviated in their test kit by PP for Pangram. But I also really want to start playing with stuff. So you can look at this. All right, so if you say like you love this, let's change the name. So I'm going to work with a brand name just made up today. Hunger. It's very, very clever. I know, it's original. It's not supposed to be a real brand, so we're just going to do stuff that I think is interesting. In prepping for the stream, I saw a typeface that I liked, and it's called Psy, and this is an Adobe Live, or not Adobe Live, Adobe font. So I was just playing with it. I really liked the like geometric letter forms on it. So I thought it would be cool to like bring that into this project. Woo. So you can do like lowercase. See, that looks really fun already. Let me just copy paste this in. See how cool and fun it is when you just like every startup, you just remove an additional letter. Now you've got a cool, fun name. The crispness of an empty artboard. That's right, Keys. Clever says hunger spelt. Hunger. Did I get enough R's in there? I think I did. This is what Clever suggests. I like it as well. Remember, chat, I will take all your suggestions for this project, so throw them at me. All right, so I'm going to show you one of my favorite tools. We're 6 minutes in. I'm going to show you stuff that I wish existed when I first started doing design. It's still so much fun for me now. All right, so we've got this fun option. We could just play with, you've got your marquee tools, you got your shape tools. You can change it out to however you want, right? You know this stuff, right? I'm assuming, chat, you know this. If you don't know that, you can go in here and you can start playing with like the radial tool, the corner tool, and start playing with some like really fun elements in these like polygon shapes, right? So these are like good baselines. You can even just take the star tool, and then if you press on your arrow key, you're going to actually be adding more points to it. Or you can take it down to a triangle. So really fun stuff to do. And then you can play with the roundness. You can also add more in this way as well with the slider on the side. And you can also play with this to like pull the interior circle dimensions up. And then you can play with this. So you can start seeing how like this combination could start to be like an interesting feel, right? So I'm just going to rotate this to try to make it, what am I doing? I'm going to actually add another thing here. Maybe I like this. Maybe I want to like play with, so we're just going to make like a geometric. Why is it not? Rotate, thank you. All right, so what you can do here is like you can take this, now you can take the like line tool, and then all I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to Pathfinder. You can go up to your window and add Pathfinder as well. I've put it in my constant duck, so go into Pathfinder, click divide, and what I'll be able to do now is just separate things. So if I wanted to, I can use this as just like a baseline. Maybe I want to do something that's like contrasting. So I'm going to take this circle and then do this where it's like the full width, and then I can divide this as well, or I can just delete this anchor point. Oop. And then just close this. So I've got like some half circle thing going. So maybe like, I don't know, maybe this is a thing for the future. The rotation tool is being finicky for me today. So like maybe this is okay. Boom. I don't know. So we're just going to make some like really fun shapes. I'm going to show you all the tools to use it. That's the shape of a hunger pang. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, how do I feel when I'm hungry? Is it this? It does feel like this. All right. So that's one way we can do it. We also got this. So we can keep playing with this shape. We can also, maybe I'll divide this too. I don't know. We're just winging it, chat. So if there's anything you want to see, we can absolutely incorporate it. Maybe I'll do, the cool thing about the divide tool is we can do the division wherever we want. Let me just let me get a stroke on there so you can kind of see where this line is. Maybe we'll just take it straight through this corner here. I'm pressing Command Y to get this outline version. This is really great when you're starting to line up points or paths on top of each other. You can kind of see. So if I was to like add another point here, like that, I'm making sure it's fully like aligned, right? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do divide here, boom, and then separate it. Okay. This is where my mindset's at today. This reminds me of like a gingerbread man now, getting his like in like Shrek where his like legs get cut off. I'm sad. Sad little gingerbread man. I'm going to make him brown now. No. Oh no. Not my gumdrop buttons. All right. That didn't work. I don't love that, but whatever. It's fine. So I'm going to show you a couple of things with the shape tool. I'll have some fun with it. Clever is doing up and down hamburgers in here. Hamburger napkins. Oh my. I can't even read what that is. That's funny. All right. So let's take some shapes. Let's make something interesting. Maybe we'll do like an oval. I'll just do Shift X to it. I'm gonna press Shift W and open up the width tool, and then I'm gonna play with the shape here. So what I'm doing here is I just opened up the shape on one side. I can do the Shift W again, and then I can decrease the width on the other side and increase how like the depth of it feels. I can also do this where it feels a little bit more like an oval, right? So that gives us some interest. I don't like how tiny this is on the other side. I'm trying to think of like a smaller scale logo. That would be a pain in the butt to do. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. So that's kind of fun. Let's see what happens. So if we wanted to, we could take this shape, and then I'm gonna press Command C, Command F, paste in front, and we can play with it like that. Maybe I want to break it off center. That's like one shape. Maybe I want to actually do it again. And then maybe I want to rotate it like that. Maybe that's a thing. So just by like repeating how the shapes are kind of overlapping, you can create some really interesting compositions. We could also break it so that the lines stop there and that it's like filled on the inside. I can also just take, yeah, maybe I do. So we got that as an option. I could just do this real quick. I could just, where's my slice tool? The scissors? I don't know. Maybe I'll leave that for right now. Let's see here. If I did this with this shape, and then I could also do object, repeat radial. This is one of my favorite little tools within Illustrator, and this is the one I mentioned earlier, where I wish that I had this when I first started using Illustrator. It's such a cool feature, such a cool tool. What I'm doing with this is I am doing repeat on a radial. You can also do repeat on a grid, and I'll show you that in a second. But what I love about this is it really allows you to start rotating objects. Let me just grab one piece. Object, repeat, grid. Grid's gonna make like a really just consistent grid shape. I don't really use this that often unless I want like a really solid shape, but still I think I typically prefer to use like the pattern tool instead of just the grid, repeat grid tool for this. But this is a much easier tool sometimes to use. Like you can still edit all this. So you can play with the width, length, all that stuff. You can change pretty much every characteristic of this that's being released. Clever says, toss pizza dough. It is. It kind of does have a pizza feel to it. Sorry, somebody was at my front door. I had to unlock it real quick. Fun. All right. So I'm just grabbing this real quick and all right. So we're rotating this. I'll show you also one more time the pattern repeat mirror. And this is the opposite of it. This is really fun if you're doing like an illustration and you want to just like match it. If you're doing like the blob brush tool or the pen tool, all this stuff is like a really good way to like create that uniform mirror effect, which is really nice. But I think if you're using the like a polygon tool or even like, okay, I could just use a rectangle tool and then I can just delete like an anchor point. I can add one here if I want to, and then, oops, I just deleted it. Oh my gosh. So you can play with like these interesting shapes that you build and then just start rotating them around. I'm just making this kind of like not uniform. So what we've got here is this, and then I can take this shape and start playing with it. So I'm going to just do this where I repeat radial, boom. You can start seeing how interesting like these shapes and compositions get. So I can pull it in tighter if I want, which gets a little fussy and messy. And then I can also like add more of these instances. The great thing about this, like I mentioned earlier, is like if you do go into the space and you start like rotating things around, it starts to adjust the composition itself. So you just, boom, now you got another option. You can rotate it further. You can go in and just manually change all of these widths. So you have so many options when you're working with this, and I think it's a really great way to build really cool assets really, really quickly. One symbol looks like a nucleus with the revolving atoms. Yeah, exactly. We can just play with that real quick. So I'll throw in like some of the atom shapes on here. Maybe I'll do like, make this one fatter here, and then like some smaller ones like as it gets like further away. There, just want to get it on the line. And then another one here. Boom. Maybe I'll just adjust this to be slightly smaller, just so they're not all the same size. So you can start seeing how like really quickly you have like a really good start to like making some really strong logos. So what I'm going to do here is I got this like typeface I think it's really interesting. So I'm going to start playing with it. I like the geometric side of it. I haven't really gotten to do that many cool geometric pieces. So I'm going to show you here, if I wanted to, this is like, let me actually just adjust certain things. I like the HUN dynamic here. I think that the G is the thing that like breaks the system the most. So let me actually just duplicate it. Maybe just, I'm going to just make it more geometric. So I'm going to Shift Command O, and that's going to outline it. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to add my own. It will break the system a little bit if I make it too, well, let me just show you what I mean. If I make it a perfect circle, it's going to feel really wonky. Sometimes when you're designing typefaces, I'm not a type designer, so don't quote me on this. You need to optically align things and not just make it so that it's always perfectly geometric. If you do that, you might run into an issue where things feel like they're going to fall over or they're too top heavy. So what I'm doing here is I'm just deleting the G. I'm going to remove these anchor points. Boop, boop. All right, I could go up here. So you can even see inside this section how the bottom of the G is heavier than the top of the G, and that's intentional, so it doesn't feel like the G is falling over. So if I just was to throw on like a perfect G, a perfect circle here, you're going to feel like it needs to fall over. I'll throw this here, and I'm just going to shrink this in. I want to mimic a little bit of the off-centeredness, I think. Shrink, 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 shrink. Shrink, shrink, shrink. See how it kind of feels a little off right now? Oh, what up, Shauna? How you doing? All right, let me just do a little bit of this, and a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And it's already starting to feel a lot better. So it's not as off kilter as this one is, but this one's a little bit more geometric, but it's still more like an oval, so it feels a little bit better. I'm going to just make the leg of it a little bit bigger, and then I'm going to make the R, I think, a little bit longer, just to play out that a little bit. Now that the kerning is kind of wonky on it, so I'm going to actually just do this, divide that, so I knock that out there, and then I'm going to combine these two together. Shauna says, I'm good, how you doing? I'm doing great. I saw a LinkedIn post for you the other day. I forgot to send it to you this morning. All right, I think that kerning is like pretty solid. I think the G might be a little bit too big right now. Let me just shrink it down a little bit. Cool, I think that's feeling pretty good. So we've got a couple options now, right? So as you know, I like the repeat tool. I'm trying to think, how can I use this real quick? Blend, pattern, nope, repeat. Oh, it's because I didn't have anything selected. I'm going to take this, I'm going to repeat it. Repeat radial, boom. It's kind of fun. I can also like play with how many times this is used. I kind of like the, whoa, my eyes were tricking me. It looked like I had a drop shadow. What is this? It does look like it's a drop shadow. What? Nani? Okay. Sometimes it's like that. All right. Maybe I'm having it like snap to pixels or something. It's not liking it. All right. So I think that's kind of actually an interesting shape. More got like a, I don't know, it kind of feels like a symbol you might see in like a Star Wars film or something, but I think it also kind of works as like a spark. So there might be an option where we play with it like that. Is that cleaner? Why is it acting like there's a shadow there? I don't understand what's happening. And McCorn says, did you just say Nani? I did. Sana says, oh yeah, I'll send you a reminder later. Perfect, thank you. All right. Doing well, hot. Come to Nashville. That's really hot. I spent half of my life in Chicago. Yeah. All right, y'all don't know hot, okay? I'm just kidding. Y'all do know hot, but LA's been like 104 for like the last week, which is very hot for people in LA. Not hot for you if you're in Texas or somewhere in the South, but hot in general. All right, so I kind of like this shape. I think it's kind of interesting. I might want to play with the thickness a little bit. But overall, I think it's kind of like an interesting like asterisk on it. Maybe I want like the thickness to be bigger. That could work. I think as a collateral system, playing with some of the like secondary elements, like maybe the G even, could be an interesting shape. But I know we're like almost 30 minutes in, so I want to be able to knock this out. Let's see here. So we got repeat. We're just going to keep using this beautiful repeat tool for right now. Just going to do one more of these, and then I'll show you another cool thing we could do. So again, like I showed you earlier, if you flip it on the outside, you can play with it like that. You can play with it in the inside. I think the star shape with it is kind of cool. So maybe this like could work as like an element in a graphic design or like a poster if we're going to do like a poster mock-up after this. Another option we can do, you've probably seen like some of your favorite logos are like this. What I'm going to do is just grab this, like the line tool, and I'm going to grab this and divide, oops, wrong button, divide all of these, and then I can like lift it up. All right, so if I was going to say like, oh, it's a hunger strike, get it? All right, I'll be here all day for all the dad jokes. Other options like I don't know, Brex is like a good example of this, where you're like, people are doing this thing where like they kind of like cut it and then they like make it wavy. So you can do that, and then the way you do that is, I don't know what this square is here. What I would do is like this, and then I would just go here and here, boom. And then just keep doing that for all the letters. You can kind of see how, oops. I'm just gonna knock this out really quick. Boom, 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 boom. And just show you how like these wavy things can get done really, really fast. And these are giving you like a bunch of really good options. Instead of just using like a default typeface or anything like that, you can like start customizing it and give your own brand a lot more personality. You can pair it with some symbols, and then you've got like a really solid brand system. Boom, boom. In the meantime, while I'm doing this chat, what do you think for colors? Like, what kind of colors are you thinking about? Probably like a red, something like that. All right, see how that like you can start getting that. Maybe it feels a little bit like a tummy grumble right there, a little whoop whoop. Case says when hunger strikes, add some spice. Exactly. I love when I can see chat visibly cringe at my dad jokes. So thank you all for participating. Barbara saying, "Oh, Alex," and Shauna saying, "Badum chish." So thank you. All right, so these are cool like little type things you can do here. If you wanted to, you can also start to color greenish yellow. Okay. Clever says red and yellow colors like fast foods. Yeah, something like when you're like feeling hungry. If you don't know, red is typically a color that a lot of people associate with like being hungry, or like when you're at like a restaurant, if you have like a nicer like red tint of lighting, it makes people look more attractive and less deathly, like your fluorescent lighting at your day job. things like that. So what I'm gonna do here is real quick, just duplicate this over. I did that by Command D to just do the same step. What are you thinking? We'll do like a, I don't know, got some darkish red, some yellows. Let's see here. We can do a couple different options. We'll do more like a, that could be nice. This looks like ketchup and mustard, which maybe feels too much like the Subdog work I've done, but maybe not. And Barbara said greenish yellow. Let's see what we got with the greenish yellow. I think the challenge with the greenish yellow is I don't want it to feel like sickly, but I do like maybe energetic is kind of like the goal. So we did something like that. Maybe there's something there. I think if we did that, we'd probably go a little bit more in the like, maybe we go like a sporty spice route, you know, a little like Gatorade feeling. And then we can do something like this where like we got like maybe like a bright yellow. That's kind of like Sprite feeling maybe. I don't know. Clever says golden brown delicious. Shauna says I'm getting Hunger Games. That's amazing. We should do like a Hunger Games design show. That would be fun. Wheatgrass kale power. No. All right, let's see here. Okay, so we got that and that. I'm trying to think. If I was to be a brand color palette. All right, we're at halfway mark for our show. So let's see here. Now we got to take this brand that we've got and start making. Let's see here. Maybe I'll make it more energetic. I feel like the red and yellow that I have there is just not strong enough. That red's a little bit brighter. Maybe I'll make like a, oh, you know what? I'm being a silly Billy. My bad, y'all. Here, let's let generative AI do it for us. Okay, let's do this where it's like, I'm just gonna throw in like the default colors here and then boom, boom, boom. And then here, so we got these like primary colors just directly pulled from here. And we go up to the color wheel tool. I'm gonna do generative recolor. I am so hungry. So very, very hungry. Please feed me. Generate. Let's see what happens. Barbara says, okay, remove the green. Let's see. Let's see if generative recolor gives me, oh, okay, okay. It's actually pretty solid. Let me see here if I can do this too. And then, oh, can I just reuse the same prompt? What else? Feed me. Let's see what this is. Let's see. This is where it's fun. You know, let's let chat or like let's let generative AI figure out some of the color palette stuff. I don't love this one so much. All right, make me more. Hunger. I know that this is like a terrible way of prompting, but why not? Okay. Okay, there's some like interesting things happening. I don't really want pink. Okay. Sample prompts. I don't love any of the sample prompts for this stuff. So, you know what? Okay, maybe I'll do this where I take this and then recolor. What is the, oh yeah, nope, oh no. I did somehow press too many buttons. I want it, oh, is that what I was trying to do? Yeah, okay. Just trying to brighten it up a bit. So maybe these are like fine. I kind of like this one actually. This is probably a really strong one. And it gets that yellow green that Barbara was asking for. Prompt, I ordered my food 30 minutes ago. Where is it? Okay. I can't not do this prompt now. All right, hold on. Generative recolor, boom. I ordered my food. Generate. Let's see what happens. Thanks, Shauna, for the prompt. Oh. Oh, there's advanced options. Cancel. Oh, just show me the prompt again. See what happens if I prompt it twice, the same prompt. Use graphic style. I don't want to use graphic style. We don't have a graphic style yet. Get a little bit more of that monochromatic in there. All right, I think we're going to do this. I like this start. If we need to adjust it, we can. So we're going to do this. Let's see here. I'll make a square real quick. Colors of supreme pizza plus anchovy plus pineapple. Clever's just trying to trigger chat now. I see you, Clever. Oh, I thought you were a better chatter than that, you know? Pineapple does belong on pizza, but not with anchovies. Okay, that's the stake in the ground that I'm putting. Clever's trying to like start whole fights in chat. All right, let's see here. If I do the typeface, let's see here. There's a lot built in. There is a lot built in. Let's see here. What you aren't the same when you are hungry. I wonder whose tagline that is that I just made up completely on my own and never ever heard before. Ever. Let's do like that could be okay. Maybe we'll also do a little bit of like maybe I'll do generate vector hamburger. Let's see here. Do a hamburger. Ooh, new prompts inspiration. Let's go. Subject, icon, effects, 3D. Actually, yeah, 3D. Color and tone, color presets. Fine, whatever. Let's see what happens if I ask for a hamburger and a square. Alex, I paused my cookie matching to watch this. Oh gosh. Oh, cookie making. Oh, what kind of cookies are you making, Carol? That sounds delightful. Clever says food fight. Let's do a food fight. That's amazing. Key says salmon color. Okay, that's actually a really good idea. Salmon is a great idea. I'm making salmon tonight. So you guys are all welcome. Come on over. We're going to have salmon. Actually kind of works with the color palette. I really don't like that. Two different O's. I mean, you could just do two squares, I guess. It's time to start a food fight. Where's generate vector, tomato. Spicy cookies. Wait, hold on. Carol says, rolled sweet dough filled with chocolate chips, walnuts, raisins, cinnamon, and cloves. I'm addicted. That sounds really good. Nice. All right, we're at 12:35. I'm going to start working in a Photoshop document in a second. I like this for... These illustrations are actually like coming out really good. Just got to find this white. Oh my God. And then I'm gonna Pathfinder. I guess I'll just divide this. Nice. Cool. It's a really good illustration for it. Time to start a food fight. Actually, I'm gonna think I said. Cool. Let's see what a billboard looks like. I like billboard mockups. I'm gonna start playing with this in there, and I'm gonna blame Clever for the food fight. Let's pull this in. I'm gonna do. Oh, this is a perfect billboard for it, I think. Carol says chocolate is my favorite food group. That's hilarious. My favorite food group's got to be pizza. It can have everything on it. All right, billboard. Let's see here. Let's open this up. Artwork. We're gonna go in this. This is a pangram mockup. It's included with your font starter kit that I talked about at the beginning of the stream. So go check it out if you want to get your hands on it. I'm gonna grab this color palette in the background, and then I'm gonna put it in here as a solid color. Boom, boom. I do think a salmon color would also be really good. We could do that as well. Like, kind of like this. I don't know if I kind of like the pink. Let's see. We're gonna take this in. We can add this to our libraries if we really want to. But I'm just gonna throw it into Photoshop. It's a smart object. We're gonna grab this. And grab that. Maybe this goes here with it. Yeah, maybe that works. Okay. I don't fully love it on its own, but we'll see. Let's just throw this on the bottom of the billboard by itself. That's a good salmon, Alex. Thank you. I made it all myself. It wasn't just on my artboard for some reason for a project that I had. No idea why. The descender is going to be annoying, but maybe it's fine. Kind of like this poster already, though. Just trying to get the edges of it to cut off a little bit. So something like that. And then I'm just going to blame Clever for this. Clever started a food fight. I think I'm going to actually just use a more simple font to contrast how heavy the typeface is itself. Let's see here. And then I'm going to go like this, and then cool. I do that, I do this, and then and then align this to the center as well, and then pull this over, boom. and pull this up. Let's see what this mock-up is looking like. I'm sorry, where are we at on this conversation now? I see Carol saying I'm good with anchovies on pizza too, but are you good with pineapple anchovies on pizza? These are the real questions. Okay, I think because of, let's see here. I'm gonna try it 2 different ways. I'm gonna just duplicate this, Command J, and I'm gonna pull this up to the top and see how I feel. Kind of like anchoring at the bottom a little bit more, so I'm just gonna leave that there and then slide everything back up. Unless I want to do like 2 of them. That might work. I don't know, chat. What do you think? 2 on it, 1 on it, top or bottom? What are you thinking? Why did Clever start a food fight with tomatoes? Wanted us all to catch up. All right. Well played, Keys. Well played. Well played. If I could mod you right now, I would. But this is not Twitch chat, okay? I don't get to give you just random mods. I actually kind of like this a lot. This poster is kind of sick. I like that this feels like... Let's see here. Is it? I feel like now I'm playing like GeoGuessr Republique. So this is probably Paris. This looks like Paris. But Paris is close enough to Spain. This could look like, you know... This could be a Spanish tomato fight. All right, so that's one option. I really dig it. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, so I want like, now I want the same thing. I'm gonna just generate vector. I'm gonna do ketchup. I'm gonna see if it'll give me a ketchup bottle. We'll see. Barbara says bottom. Kezia says I like both. Carol is asking Hunger Games Adobe style. Shauna says I have no idea what this is for, but if I had to guess, a food fight app where you battle your friends to be the ultimate food fight champion. Hell yeah, that's what I was going for. Exactly that. Nailed it. It definitely has a tech feel to it. All right, so I'm actually having a lot of fun with these vector outputs right now. So let's take this and do ketchup. It's time to catch up. Thank you, chat. Okay, so it's a black tote bag, I think. So, okay, so I can adjust that. Let's see here, background. Let me see if I just like, if I put that salmon color back on there, what would happen? Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, cool. That kind of works. All right, let's see here. It's time to catch up. Is it ketchup or catsup or what? It's ketchup. Ketchup. Like Ash Ketchum. Up. It's Ash Ketchum up. Let's see here. Let me throw, we gotta get the hunger logo in there. And boom. Smart object. Boom. Ketchup. I think I might want to do like something else. Let's see here. I'll do, how do I want to do this? I feel like I need to do something that's like, I don't know, like the sticker slap approach. Time to catch up. I don't like how this mockup is treating this salmon. So I'm going to do something that's like bolder. Since we're just, oh, Marsha. I'd relish the opportunity. 10 out of 10. Thank you for being here. Fantastic. I need to lower this red a little bit. Let's do that. Catch up. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Actually, I might do something tonal with this. I'm just going to actually just like multiply it. Oop. Let me just, there you go. What was that? Overlay. It's looking pretty good. All right, let me do like a, I know we're at like, we still got like 10 minutes. Let's hear it. It's time to catch up. And then that is in Psi, and I want that to be in Liberation Sands. Bold. And then I'm gonna just like, maybe I want this to be like a rounded button. Make it really feel like a tech company. I'll do this like that, and this like that. And then boom, time to catch up. Something like that. Let me know if you're hearing like the construction happening in my apartment. And I will adjust my audio settings. I'm gonna make this like mustardy color just to add contrast and weirdness to it. Oh my god, that construction noise is annoying. All right, so I'm gonna duplicate this, and then I'm just gonna knock this out of it real quick. Right? No, it didn't do that correctly. Heh. La 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 la. Click, 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 boom. All right, let's just throw this behind, just make sure everything's knocked out. Okay, cool. Boom, smart object. And then see how this looks. It's time to catch up. Good job, chat. It's pretty cool. I'd make this internal swag for sure. I'm gonna actually lower it down a little bit on the bag. You thought it was Darth Vader breathing? Can you actually hear the stuff? I'll lower my noise gate. Just actually like, don't troll me though. Please let me know. Cool. I think that's pretty rad actually. That's a cool collateral bag. And it being off, I should also just adjust this. What is this color plot? All right, I'll grab that, and then I'll overlay the handle colors here. Cool. Nice. Okay, the construction noise sounds like a sci-fi score. All right, I'll adjust my noise gate real quick. Sorry. All right. Yeah, I wish I had cool sound effects. Let me know if that's better or worse. And we'll keep adjusting for the last 5 minutes of the show. All right. So we've got these cool pieces now. Let me just show you like what, you know, everybody's doing on like LinkedIn and everything. So we're just going to throw this into like our little mock-up. So we're going to build like a little mock-up board real quick. And we're going to just take it as like an opportunity to like show off our brand to like really cool people that we want to see our brand. 5 minutes, 4 minutes. All right, let's see here. So we got this and this. So what we're going to do is like, okay, you've probably seen it. All right, we'll do Command Shift H. We'll do an artboard, Shift O. I'm going to do, oh, it's in inches. Funny. Pixels. I'm going to do width, I don't know, 1920, 1080. Cool. So now we're just going to like grab, everybody's doing like rounded rectangles, and we're just going to like fill up the space. And maybe we'll do like a, something like this. And then we'll throw this in as like, oops. Clever says, this was a neat project. Well, I couldn't have done it without you guys. So thank you, chat, for always being so much fun to play with on these streams. It's been a lot of fun. I love doing like really quick sprints like this. It's really fun. All right. So I think, you know, whatever, we can say that this is perfectly symmetrical. It's not, but I think it's good enough for right now. We're just trying to get the concept across. All right, so that should all be the same size. Cool, and that's centered. So I think that, you know, I can go in and like tidy up the margins, but we only have 2 minutes left. So what I'm gonna show you is Command Shift G. All right, I'm gonna pull this in, pull this here, and then do like Command Shift G, ungroup it, and then do clipping mask. I did group, make clipping mask. Boom, boom. We got this there. Got boom. We got this. I'm gonna throw this behind here, and then make clipping mask. Boom. Okay, this is a waste of space in that area, but we'll, you know, don't tell anybody. Let's see here. We've got this like really fun salmon color. We've got hunger here. Throw this in here. Command F. Boom. Command G, and then I'm just gonna like bump it into the center there. So you got like the logo. Obviously, they typically do like a color palette piece, so I would just probably do something like just pull this red in just to make it feel a little bit better. Oh my god, the construction's going. All right, yeah, cool. That looks pretty good there. And now I'm gonna pull in, maybe I'll pull that color here, and let's say like we'll throw in this like green. 2 minutes. This is my favorite part of the stream, where we start just throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. And we're just pulling this up here. Cool, we got this like little secondary mark. I'm gonna actually just make that this green color. Okay, I just gotta like, so got that there. What else do we have? Typically people go like, oh, fonts. And then they do like, you know, this here, and they'll do it like in that there. All right, we've got 1 minute. A, B, B, C, C. And I'm gonna just like do that. Does this work here? And bump this up. And then do that there. Boom. And boom. And then I'm going to shift it up. Double click it. I know. We're running out of time. It's fine. Everything's fine. Boom. That's how you do it, chat. So then at the end of the day, you have something to post on Instagram. And we nailed it. We did it. Good job, us. All right. Thank you, chat, so much for hanging out with me. We built this hunger brand all in 1 hour. It was a lot of fun. I can't wait to do more design blitzes with y'all. We're gonna have a lot of fun and more of this in the future. I'm taking suggestions if you have any content or brands or logos you want to do for it. Yeah, we're gonna have a great time doing it. So thank you, everybody. Stick around for more Adobe Live. Can't wait to hang out with y'all more in the future. This was so much fun. Have a great rest of your day, great weekend. Stay warm, stay healthy, stay happy. I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye, y'all.